and welcome. Welcome to another rendition of Marissa's Nubian romance novels. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we are talking about Them's daughters. Yes, yes. And so tonight we will be reading chapters 9 and 10 together. So just to catch you up on chapters 8 and 9, you met Margaret and she let you know how she met Eve and why she had so much disdain for her. You understood the situation, how things were back then in Mississippi, where, the men wanted the sisters and, it was just going on that color line. And then you further found out how Marcus was feeling ill. So, what's going on with Marcus? Why is he so ill? Is he going to join these 5 husbands? We're going to find out on tonight. Chapter 9. Eve stood over the stove, stirring her homemade chicken noodle soup. She was wondering what was taking Marcus so long to call her when the telephone rang. Oh, good. Maybe this is him. Afternoon. Hey, girl. Oh, hey, Maybelle. Girl, I thought you was Marcus. How you doing? I started to call you earlier this morning, but the time just got away from me. Yeah, me too. Solomon's sleep. Your house sound pretty quiet. Finally, girl, I swear, he is all boy. I hear that, girl. I felt the same way when Kato was a baby. Sometimes it felt like I had twins. But look, Eve, honey, this is what I'm really calling you for. I don't know if you know, but Thomas is in town. Eve sucked her teeth with disgust. Yeah, girl, he's here. Margaret playing the victim again. And you know every time she pokes her lips out, he come running. You be sure and watch your back now, Eve. You know Thomas always likes to get stuff stirred up and stand back and watch it play out. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Maybelle. I wanted to ask you something. What is it, baby? You think you could see if somebody got something on Marcus? Girl, you know I've been already working on that. Eve, I can't get it off. I declare, it's mighty powerful stuff. I dare say it's the same person who put something on you. I went over to a woman in Briscoe County and she didn't want to even touch it. Said that it was black magic on Marcus and you. All she said is that it was a man who did it, but she couldn't see his face because it was covered and she couldn't call his name. Do tell. Girl, who in the world would want to put something on Marcus or for me? On that matter, I ain't never bothered nobody, Maybelle. You think it might be Marcus' ex-girlfriend? Or what about Margaret? Nah, Eve, she said it was a man. And it's not Margaret. I tried keeping her occupied. I took her money for that, so she leaving you alone. But look, speaking of men, I saw the Reverend going into Doc David's office earlier, and he didn't look so good. He looked poorly. What's going on? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about, Maybelle. Something's wrong. He said he can't keep nothing on his stomach, so he asked me to make him some soup. Gracious, Eve. Wonder if it could be Don Powell who put something on him. Nah, girl, Don Paul don't deal in that mess. He too much of a Christian for that. You never know, Eve. You know that man still loves you. Desperation makes people do foolish things, Eve. I can't imagine it would be Don Paul Maybell. He just wouldn't even consider doing nothing like that. And how would you know for sure, Eve? Huh? Maybe he did it cause he can't have you. So he don't want no other man to have you either. Like them 500 husbands you buried, Eve. It all fits. Nah, Maybell, Don Paul wouldn't do that. This is something else. And you say you can't do nothing with it, huh? Baby. What about Zeus? He's tried everything he knows too. This is definitely out of my league, Eve. Maybell, girl, what am I gonna do? I can't let nothing happen to Marcus because of me. I never forgive myself. I done lost 5 husbands, one behind the other. I refuse to lose Marcus too, Maybell. I'm not gonna lose him. I'm sorry, Eve. I wish I knew what to do or tell you something to give you some hope, honey. But I'm at a loss. But I do promise you this. As long as I have breath in my body, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up one bit. I'm going to keep working on this thing, and we all going to be praying. There's just got to be somebody who can lift this. Well, thank you, Maybell. Honey, please do all you can. I will, Eve. Oh, by the way, you do know that Cato and Naomi having relations, right? Oh, girl, yeah. Ugh. Girl, you should have seen her this morning squirming in that seat in at the kitchen table, eating them pancakes like she was having a new experience. I tell you right now, Maybell, that girl roll up in here pregnant, she gonna be living with you. Do you understand me? I mean, I declare, I just don't know what's wrong with these girls. She saw what Samantha went through giving birth to Solomon. You'd think that it would be enough to make her keep her legs closed. But no, not Naomi. Oh, girl, well, look, let me finish this soup for Marcus. He should be calling me pretty soon. I don't know what's taking him so long. All right now, I'll keep in touch. Thank you, Maybell. See you, Eve. Oh, Eve. Yeah? What you gonna do about Don Paul? Huh? What you mean? You heard me. Folks starting to talk about him being at your house all the time, being there all day. Oh, girl, we ain't doing nothing. All he doing is sitting there playing with Solomon and reading to him and stuff like that. Eve. Well, he is. Eve. Girl, look, all I'm saying is Don Paul, fine looking man. And Marcus ain't. What are you saying? Maybell, now you know I love Marcus with my last breath. All right now, Miss Last Breath. Don't you let that white boy go and get you in no trouble. I don't care how fine he is, Eve. Marcus is a good man. A good black man, Maybell said with great emphasis on black. Eve sucked her teeth. Eve, I hear you, Maybell, I hear you, but I still have a passion for him, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't. You know, if times were different, we'd be married right now, Maybell. I know, Eve, but times ain't that different, and you know it's not. I know. Maybell, just pray for me, girl. I swear, I'm getting weak. Eve, just look, I gotta go. Let me finish making this soup for Marcus. Eve, you be careful now. You know, I'm just saying, you ain't got no business doing what you're getting ready to do anyway. You know the good reverend. But all I'm saying is, You hear me, Eve? I ain't got to say it. I know, Maybelle. I know. All right now. Be careful, Eve. I will. Thanks, Maybelle. All right. I'll talk to you later. Marcus sat in the waiting room patiently waiting to be seen by Doc David. He hoped that Doc David would be able to squeeze him in since he didn't have an appointment. Marcus sneezed and the action shook his entire body. He was in pain. He was glad when the nurse finally called his name and escorted him to the examining room. Marcus sat down on the table and rubbed his chest. He tried to swallow, hoping it would open his eardrums, but there was no saliva in his mouth. Marcus was grateful when he heard Doc David talking outside of his room as he slowly opened the door. Mother Mary, Doc David said to himself as he looked at Marcus. He knew something was terribly wrong with him. How you doing, Reverend Cook? Sorry it took so long before I could get in to see you. That's okay, Doc. I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice. You always this crowded? Depends on the weather mostly. Now what's ailing you, son? You look a little green around the gears. What's going on? I feel like it too, Doc David. Open, Doc David said as he put a thermometer in Marcus' mouth. Doc David rolled up Marcus' right sleeve and began to take his blood pressure. It's running a little hot. Let's see what your temperature says. 103, he said, shaking the thermometer and placing it back inside of a silver tube. Open and say, ah. Marcus opened wide and let Doc David inspect his throat. Throat's a little infected, Reverend. Your ears ringing? Are they running? Yeah, I can't hardly hear out the left one, and I got a headache I can't seem to get rid of. And I can't keep no food on my stomach, Doc, and I stay on the toilet. Sounds like you got the flu, Reverend. Everybody catching it. Seems to be a new strand or something. Hold your head over, Doc David said as he looked inside of Marcus' ears. Yup, both your ears infected, Reverend. Take a deep breath in, Reverend. Hold it, Doc David requested as he used his stethoscope to listen to his lungs. Let it out. Marcus exhaled and coughed deeply. Lungs are a bit congested too. How your eyes feeling, son? They're a little sensitive to the light. Yeah, you got the flu. You go on and get dressed. I'll write you a prescription for some antibiotics. If you don't start feeling better by the end of this week, call me and I'll write you something different. Maybe something a little stronger. Thanks, Doc, Marcus said as he began buttoning his shirt. Doc David leaned against the counter and began filling out the prescription for Marcus. As he wrote, he wondered if Marcus had the same ailment that Eve's deceased husbands had. Wonder if he done had relations with Eve. It would serve him right being a preacher and all. Doc David thought to himself as he wrote out the antibiotic prescription for Marcus. Boy, oh boy, I guess it's a good thing she ain't never gave in to me. I'd probably be going through the same thing, or dead one. Doc David tore the prescription from the pad and offered it to Marcus. Thanks, Doc. Marcus, son. Yes, sir. Nothing. Nah, what is it? I can tell it's something. What's wrong? Something else wrong with me other than the flu, Doc? Doc David was silent for a moment. He wanted to ask Marcus if he knew that Eve's husbands had all died mysterious deaths, but the jealousy still within him made him keep that information to himself. Nah, I was just gonna tell you to eat some soup. Don't put nothing heavy on your stomach for a couple of days and drink plenty of water. That'll help. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Eve's making me some chicken noodle soup. I suspect it'll be ready by the time I get home. All right, now, you go straight to the drugstore and get that prescription filled. You hear me? Yes, sir, Marcus said, folding the prescription and putting it in his shirt pocket. Thanks, Dr. David. mm, mm, mm. That poor guy ain't gonna make it. You welcome. You welcome. Feel better soon, son. Doc David looked out of his office window and watched Marcus slowly making his way to the car. Poor fella. That prescription ain't gonna do him a bit of good. I declare, I hope he go quick, he said, watching Marcus throw up as he reached his car. It's a doggone shame somebody put something on that girl. She ain't never bothered nobody. I bet it's in that house, whatever it is, he said, shaking his head. It's a daggone shame. Afternoon, Mr. Benjamin. Well, hello there, Miss Samantha. I bet I can guess who you want to see. Samantha smiled. Blaine forgot his snacks, she said, holding up a brown paper bag. Shucks, my wife won't bring me a glass of water, he said, laughing. Oh, Mr. Benjamin, you know Miss Lucy works her fingers to the bone taking care of you. Spending my money. That's what her fingers are working to the bone on. My money. Gone then, you know where he is. Thank you, Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin watched Samantha walk away and shook his head. Mm, mm, mm. Lord have mercy. When that girl right there's all grown up, she gonna be a handful. That girl shaped just like her mama. Eve got to be the best looking woman in these parts. Samantha said hello to the men and she made her way through the busy wood mill looking for Blaine. Blaine! Blaine! She called to him as she waved to catch his attention. Blaine flashed the lights on his truck to let her know that he saw her. Samantha sat down on the bench and waited for him to park his truck. Hey, Sam. Hey, Mike. How you doing? Could be better if I had a sister like you on my side. Samantha didn't acknowledge his remark. I saw your son today. He's growing good. Mike ignored her compliment. What you doing with that white boy, Samantha? What? We ain't good enough for you or something? A sister like you needs a brother on her arm. That white boy can't be serving it up to you, right? Mike, please. What me and Blaine do is none of your business. He's my son's father. So, what that mean? Anybody could have did that, Samantha. He ain't done nothing special. If you wanted a baby, I could have put one in you. What up, sugar? Blaine asked, walking towards Samantha and Mike. What up, Mike? What up, man? Mike said, giving Blaine a pound. Samantha looked at Mike with disgust. What up, sugar? I ain't got but a minute, baby, he said, kissing her. This time, Mike looked at Samantha with distaste. Yo, man, excuse me, Blaine said to Mike. Nah, man, excuse me. He said, walking away. You forgot your snack, baby. I know you must be half starved. You too good to me, Samantha. I didn't even realize I had left it. What was you and Ma talking about? Samantha looked away. What? What was it? It wasn't nothing. What? 'Cause I'm wide? Yeah, ain't nothing. I figured. You watch your back, Blaine. I swear, I have a funny feeling about him. I know, me too. But don't you worry. I always do, baby love. I miss you, Samantha. I swear I'm about to bust, girl. Oh, me too, baby. But guess what? I got a surprise for you. Really? What? What? I've been saving up some of the money you give me for myself, and I got us a hotel room over in Beckley for the weekend. Blaine picked Samantha off her feet and twirled her around in his arms. You ain't jerking my chain, are you, girl? Not yet, she said, laughing. How we gonna get there, Sam? Sharon and James going too. We gonna ride with them. Oh, baby love, you be looking out. I like that. Like what? When you call me baby love, Samantha said, blushing. Blaine smiled and hugged her. You know, Samantha, I'm gonna take good care of you and Solomon. You do know that, don't you? Yes, Blaine, I know it in my heart. You get on back to work now. We'll be here at 6 to get you. Blaine looked down at his clothes. What about my clothes? Samantha looked at him and put her hands on her young hips. My bad. Now, why I always gotta mess something up by asking something stupid like that? I bet you already got them ironed and laid out. Try ironed and packed in the suitcase already in Sharon's car. How about that? Blaine laughed. Girl. Bye, Blaine. Later, baby love. Blaine watched Samantha walk away from him and shook his head. Damn, that girl be wearing them jeans, he thought to himself. You gonna stand there all day looking at her, or you gonna get back to work? Blaine turned around quickly. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Benjamin. I'm on the way, sir. Blaine, before you leave, let me have a word with you, son. Suddenly, Blaine felt butterflies in the pit of his stomach. He was afraid Mr. Benjamin was about to tell him that he didn't need him anymore. Blaine, yes, sir. Son, I don't know how to quite come out and tell you this except to just tell you. You and Samantha, you know, some of the young black boys don't like it. Now, personally, I don't care. I saw Mike shake your hand. Just so you know, he ain't your friend, Blaine. He don't like it that you with Miss Samantha now, Mr. Benjamin warned as he looked at Blaine over his glasses. I know, Mr. Benjamin, I know. You watch your back now, son. I don't think he and his friends will kill you or nothing. But I know they'll put a whooping on you won't forget as long as you live. I know that. As soon as he disrespects you, Blaine, you go to him with all you got. Because if you don't, he gonna be messing with you all your born days, boy. You hear me what I say, Blaine? Yes, sir. I hear you, Mr. Benjamin. And thank you. I ain't trying to start no trouble. All I want to do is work and take care of my family, provide for Samantha and my son. You know, I want to buy us a house, Mr. Benjamin. I can't help because I fell in love with Samantha and she black and I'm white. It just happened. I know, I understand how you feel. Love is love, Blaine. But we in the heart of Mississippi. And you know that don't sit well with a lot of folk, black or white. I was young once myself. You just watch yourself now, Blaine. You hear me? Yes, sir, I hear you. And thank you, Mr. Benjamin. I got to get back to work now. You do that. Eve went over to Marcus' house to deliver the homemade chicken noodle soup she had prepared for him. When she arrived with Jolene and didn't see his car, she really began to worry. Marcus should have been home by now. She didn't think it would take him this long to go see Doc David. She wondered if he had just went to work. Maybe he had got to feeling better. Eve got out of the car with the pot of soup and carried it with great care. She started to leave it on the porch like Marcus had requested, but that just didn't sit well with her. She called to Jolene and told her to bring her pocketbook. Eve searched for her key, found it, and unlocked the Reverend's front door. Jolene held the screen door open for her and entered behind her mother. Eve told her to lock the door and sit down in the living room and be still, not to touch anything. Eve went directly to the kitchen and set the pot on the stove. She noticed a few dishes in the sink and decided to wash them. Just as she ran the water in the sink, she heard Jolene calling out to her. Mama! Mama! Somebody coming in the Reverend's house! Mama! Hey, that somebody would be me, baby. Reverend Cook, Marcus said, taking off his hat and coat. He engulfed Jolene in his arms. And how are we doing, Miss Jolene? Gracious, baby, I have missed you. I'm fine. You the one sick. Mama made you some chicken noodle soup with great big chunks of chicken. Did she now? Marcus said gently, sitting Jolene down to her feet. Yeah, she did. Can't you smell it? Marcus inhaled. Nah, I'm afraid I can't, Miss Jolene. What's the matter? Your nose stopped up too? Yes, ma'am, it is. Come here, Reverend. Bend down here and let me touch it. Marcus bent down on one knee, and Jolene began to rub his nose with her little pudgy fingers. How's that feel? Marcus thought Jolene was playing doctor, so he told her that he was feeling better already. Jolene knew exactly what he was doing. No, Reverend, no, really, how you feeling? This is serious and true. How you feel? She asked again as she caressed his face and ears. Suddenly, Marcus realized that his headache was leaving. His ears had completely stopped ringing, and his sinuses were slowly beginning to open. You gonna be just fine, Reverend Cook. Mama's really worried about you, but I know you gonna be fine. Did I hear my name being mentioned? Eve asked, coming out of the kitchen and into the living room, drying her hands. Evening, baby. How you feeling, Marcus? Oh, baby. Doc said I got the flu. Matter of fact, Miss Jolene, I don't need to be this close to you. I was just so glad to see you. I don't know what I'd do if you got sick because of me. Don't worry, Reverend. You ain't gonna make me sick because you ain't got no flu. she said, continuing to rub Marcus. Eve looked at Jolene and saw that she was going into some type of trance. Eve, baby, you see what I see? Shh, yeah, quiet, Marcus. Let her work. I told you my baby was blessed. I told you she breathed life back into Solomon. Just let her do whatever it is she needs to do. Shh, now, quiet, he said softly. Suddenly, Jolene began speaking in a tongue that Marcus nor Eve could comprehend. This language seemed to be older than time itself. Marcus sat completely still on the floor and prayed silently to himself as Jolene circled him, never taking her hands off his body. Sweet Jesus was all Eve said as she dropped to her knees and began reciting the Lord's Prayer. Jolene gently pushed Marcus so he knew to lay down. As he did, she ran her hands the length of his body, all the while chanting an ancient prayer. Jolene took off Marcus' shoes and massaged his feet, and then came up to his groin area. Eve's eyes widened as she saw her baby daughter massaging around Marcus' manhood. Jolene rolled him over onto his stomach and performed the same ritual. It seemed to Eve that Jolene was gathering all of the sickness in Marcus' body to one spot. Suddenly, Jolene stopped praying, and so did Eve and Marcus. Okay, Reverend, all better now. You can get up and go to the bathroom, she said nonchalantly. Now, when you make a stink, you make sure to don't look at it. Don't look. Just flush it for the next 2 days. Just flush and flush and flush and flush. Okay? You feel better now, Reverend? Marcus rolled over and sat up. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't believe it. It's gone, he said with tears streaming down his face as he touched his head. The fever was gone. No more ringing in his ears. His sinuses were completely open. He didn't have a problem breathing. The pain he felt in his body was no longer there. Thank you, Jesus, he exclaimed. Thank you for healing me, Lord, from the evil that overtook my body, he cried, as he rocked Jolene in his arms as if she were an infant. Thank you, Jolene. You're welcome, Reverend, but thank Jesus. Ain't your stomach bothering you yet, Reverend? She asked, giggling. Matter of fact, it is. Excuse me, ladies, he said, rising to his feet quickly. Marcus gave Jolene a kiss as he sat her on the floor and then kissed Eve before he swiftly left for the bathroom. Remember, don't look. Remember, in the Bible, what happens when you look back? Chapter 10. Eve entered Naomi's bedroom and smiled as she saw Camille asleep beside her. As she looked at her daughters, she remembered bringing Naomi into the world 15 years ago. She shook her head. Naomi was the most difficult birth she had experienced. It seemed ironic to Eve that Naomi would turn out to be the most difficult child too. Naomi was the only child she had that constantly tested her patience, constantly back talking to her, constantly defying her every word. Eve would warn her as a child not to do something, but Naomi was determined that she was going to do it regardless of the consequences. Eve caressed her hair and noticed the doll in bed between them. She chuckled to herself. But they both want to be so grown, sleeping with a baby doll. Eve shook her head as she walked over to the window and pulled back the curtains. Wake up! Time to get up! What you gonna do? Sleep all day on your birthday? Naomi awoke with a smile on her face as she stretched. I'm up, Mama. Good morning, everybody. Something sure smells good. You started cooking already? Yes, ma'am. Wake up, Camille. Come on. Come on now. We wasting time. We have to get that backyard cleared before the sun starts showing her face. Come on now. Get up. I'm coming, Mama. Happy birthday, Nay. Thanks, Mel. Mama! Somebody at the door. I think it's the Reverend, Pandora said as she walked by the room. Happy birthday, Nay. Thanks, Pandora, Naomi said, smiling brightly at her sister. Eve called into the hallway for Blaine to answer the door. Blaine! Blaine! Ma'am? You up? I am now. Boy, go see who's at the door. Hurry up. Yes, ma'am, Blaine called back to her. Blaine ran down the stairs, looked through the curtains, and opened the door. Morning, Reverend Cook. Mama's upstairs, he said, running back up the stairs 2 at a time, trying to get to a crying Solomon. Boy, what is that on your chest? Eve asked as she stopped him on the top of the stairs. Blaine crossed his arms over his chest. He realized he didn't have on a shirt. Nothing, Mama. Nothing. Move, boy. Let me see. Boy, I'm telling you right now, you and Samantha better not bring no more babies up in my house. You understand me? Yes, ma'am. We use protection, Mama. Gracious. You can gracious all you want. You heard what I said. Now get on. Oh, before you go to work, I need you to move that picnic table under the shade tree for me. You hear? Yes, ma'am. Your wish is my command, Mama, Blaine said, kissing Eve on the cheek. And how you feeling this morning, sir? Fit as a fiddle, Marcus said, doing a little praise dance. Girl, I ain't felt this good ever. Amen to that, Eve said, joining him. Girl, I feel like a brand new man. I swear that daughter of yours is something special. Now, Eve, I know it's Naomi's birthday, and I got her a little something too, but I got a little something special for Miss Jolene. She saved my life, Eve. Is she up? Oh, Marcus, you didn't have to do that. But yeah, she is. As a matter of fact, she's in the kitchen. Come on, boo, follow me. Marcus followed Eve to the kitchen. Joe, I have somebody here to see you. Who, me? Yes, you, my little lady. Good morning. Jolene turned around quickly with a smile at the sound of Reverend Cook's voice. Morning, Reverend Cook. How you feeling? Oh, mighty fine, thanks to you, little lady. Mighty fine. Well, good. What you got there in that box? Something for Naomi, she asked, eyeing the little gift wrap box. Nah, I got something for your sister though, but this is something special for you, just for you, Marcus said, offering her the gift. Ooh, pretty paper. Look, Mama. I see, honey. Open it. Open it. Jolene tore through the wrapping paper and opened the black velvet box. Oh, look, Mommy, a cross. It's a cross. Oh, Marcus, baby, that's beautiful. May I put it on you, Miss Jolene? Please, she said with excitement. You know, this belonged to my great grandmother. My mama told me that she was a special woman just like you, that God always used her for healing people. I had thought to give this to your mama, but somehow I think I'm supposed to give this to you, Marcus said as he secured the necklace on Jolene. There, let's have a look at it. Now that's a much better place for it around your neck than this old box. Oh, Reverend Cook, thank you. It's beautiful. Can I keep it, Mama? Please, can I keep it? Marcus, honey, are you sure you want to give that to her? That's a family heirloom, baby. Eve, I ain't never dreamt about my great grandmother before. Never met her. But I saw her holding Jolene's hand just as clear as I'm standing here in this kitchen. No, she's gonna need this for whatever it is she's got coming her way. Eve looked at her daughter rubbing the gold cross between her little fingers, all the while with a bright smile on her face. All right, you can keep it, Jolene, but you have to take good care of it. You can't lose it, Joe. That's so important. Oh, thank you, Mama. Thank you. I won't lose it. Thank you, Reverend Cook. I promise I will take good care of it, Jolene said, kissing them both, then placed the necklace inside of her shirt. It'll be safe here, she said, patting her little chest. Thank you, Jolene, Marcus said as he bent down on one knee, trying to control his urge to cry. I can't say it enough. I love you too, Reverend Cook. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. You'll see. Marcus hugged Jolene again, then wiped his eyes. Morning, Reverend. Well, good morning to you, Miss Naomi. And happy birthday, girl. How you feeling? He asked as he bowed to her, then offered her his gift. Grown, can't you tell? She said, laughing as she curtsied and then thanked him for the gift. Good morning, Mother. May I have a cup of coffee, please? Eve looked at Naomi and chuckled. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, ma'am. One cup of coffee coming right up. Naomi looked at Marcus and Jolene with surprise. What? She gonna let me have some coffee, she thought to herself. Here you go, ma'am. Would you like some cream? Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mama. How about some sugar? 1 scoop or two? 2.5, please. Uh-huh. There you go. Careful now, baby. It's hot. Thank you, Mama, Naomi said as she crossed her legs and took a careful sip. This sure is good, Mama. Marcus, yes, ma'am. Would you care for a cup of coffee or are you still drinking milk? Milk, thank you, he said, looking at Eve devilishly. Eve contained her laughter. Mama! What? Eve answered loudly, speaking toward the ceiling. Camille won't give me my shirt. Mama, it's not hers yet. I can still wear it. Y'all stop yelling through the floor. What in the world? But Mama, you said you was gonna give it to me, and I want to wear it tonight. Mama, she won't give it back. Suddenly, Eve heard a hand meeting someone's face. What was that? That sounded like a slap. Eve yelled toward the ceiling. What in the world are y'all doing up there? Eve screamed as she ran from the kitchen with Marcus, Naomi, and Jolene fast at her heels. Mama! Pandora and Camille in here fighting, Samantha yelled from the top of the stairs. Stop it! Samantha screamed as she ran back in the room to help Blaine break them apart. Mama! Get off of her, Pandora! Mama! I'm sick and tired of you messing with me, Camille. And I'm sick and tired of wearing your hand-me-downs. Pandora screamed as she wailed assaults uncontrollably upon her older sister. I'm tired of you always embarrassing me in front of my friends, always telling them I got on your hand-me-down clothes. You make me sick. I hate you, Mel. I hate you. Pandora! Pandora! Let her go! Eve screamed as she ran in the room. I hate you, Camille! I hate you! Marcus stepped in to help a struggling Blaine, Samantha, and Eve break the two brawling sisters apart. Stop it! Pandora! Stop it this instant! Let her go! Marcus commanded as he snatched her off of Camille and held her firmly in his grasp. Stop it, Pandora, he said, shaking her. Well, she slapped me. I ain't put my hands on her, Pandora cried uncontrollably. She ain't had no right to slap me. I don't care. It's my shirt, and I don't want her in it, Mama. How you gonna give Pandora my shirt? It's mine. You know this is my favorite shirt, Mama, Camille said, crying just as hard as her little sister, while Blaine and Samantha held her tight. Camille, calm down. Baby, you can't wear that shirt. It's too tight for you. You can't wear that shirt out of this house. I don't care. It's mine. I get tired of sharing all the time. Samantha, she gets everything new. She gets everything first. She'll never have to share nothing. Nothing. Why can't I have something new to myself sometimes? I'm tired of sharing with her. Lord have mercy. My woman in need. Her children in here fighting over clothes, Marcus thought to himself. Hold up. Excuse me, please, excuse me. Now look, Camille, you was wrong for raising your hand to your sister. You was wrong. But she, but nothing. You were wrong. And if you know you got to share, then you know there's a reason for it. Now, if Eve says the shirt is too tight for you to be wearing out of this house, then I suspect it's too tight. Y'all got to be the best dressed children in this town, and you know it. Be still, Pandora! Stop it! Marcus commanded as he continued his firm grip on her. Marcus could feel the rage inside of Pandora's body as he held her. He knew if he turned her loose at that very moment, she would be right back on top of Camille. Now, I have a suggestion for this here one time. I want everybody to get dressed. We going shopping. Now, come on, hurry up, brush your teeth, wash your behinds, and let's go. Where's Naomi? She on the toilet, Jolene informed them. Eve burst into laughter. You, Pandora, come with me, he said, escorting her out of the room. Eve followed Marcus and Pandora into the hallway. Marcus, you done went plumb out your mind. It's 8 people living in this house. I can count, woman. Go check on Naomi, baby. I want to talk to Pandora for a minute. Pandora embraced Marcus tightly and released the rest of her tears. It's all right, baby. It's all right. Let it out, Pandora, he said, petting her gently on the back. She hit me first, Reverend. She ain't had no business hitting me. I know. But she's your sister, and y'all just can't be carrying on like you strangers. Pandora was silent. Now I'm gonna turn you loose, Pandora. You all through with fighting now? Pandora shook her head. Marcus turned her loose from his grip, but stood in front of her. Whew, boy, you strong, Pandora chuckled. That's my baby girl. Pandora, sir, I want you to go talk to your sister, and I want you to apologize. Apologize? But she, I know she hit you first. I know how you feel, but she's your sister. And somebody has to do it. I believe you the bigger of the two, Pandora. Well, that's my girl. Oh, but what if she don't accept it? Well, then at least you know you apologized first and you did it from your heart. She loves you. She's your older sister. I bet she feels just as bad about the whole thing. Go on in there now. Go on, he said, giving her a gentle nudge. Pandora wiped her face and gave Marcus a hug and a kiss. Come on out of there, girl. We going shopping for some clothes, Eve called through the bathroom door as she tried to hide her laughter. Oh, God, Mama, my stomach is killing me. Oh, well, I guess you're just going to have to sit there. I'll be sure and pick you out something nice. Mama, don't leave me. Bring me something for my stomach, please. Hold your horses, Miss. I feel grown this morning, Eve said, letting out her laughter. Now, Eve, why you get that child that coffee? You knew it was going to run her to the toilet. Eve gave Marcus a devilish grin. Girl, you look good in the morning. Eve blushed and ran her fingers through her hair. Marcus, please. Hair standing all on top of my head. All right now, don't y'all go be bringing no babies up in here. I mean that thing, Samantha said, scooting quickly past Eve and Marcus. Y'all really do look good together. Get on, girl, and mind your business, Eve said, trying to hide her smile. I love you too, Mama. Oh, and you too, Reverend Cook. And not just because you're getting ready to take us shopping, but because you really make my mama happy. I ain't seen my mama happy in a long, long time. Even Marcus smiled at Samantha. Girl, one thing I love about your house is all this activity all the time. Doors slamming, children fighting, babies crying, water running over in the bathtub, phone ringing, Don Paul always knocking at the door. Eve felt her heart pull at the mention of Don Paul's name. Oh, Boy, you need to quit, Eve said, ignoring the feeling, and playfully punched Marcus in his stomach. Well, since you like it so much, why don't you just he can't stay or spend the night. Not just yet, Jolene interjected as she came out of the room from straightening up behind Camille and Pandora. Huh? Eve said, looking down at her. He can't stay the night here ever again, Mama. You can stay with him, but he can't stay here, or else he gonna get real sick this time. That's how he got sick the first time. Staying here, Jolene said with a shy look on her face. Somebody got something on our property, Mama, and I can't figure where it is or figure what it is. Oh, well, I guess it's just not time yet. God'll let me know, she said nonchalantly as she hopped down the stairs one at a time. Ooh. Well, if you can't stay there, stay here. You think we can? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Y'all can do that, Mama. You can go over to his house and spend the night, but you should know. You know y'all ain't married. He ain't gonna get sick, though, if you stay in his house, Jolene said as she skipped out the front door. That girl got some good ears, Marcus thought to himself. Well, look here. Since Missy there says it's okay for us to have relations at your house, I'm coming to spend the night. Marcus took careful thought to Jolene's words. She right, Eve. We shouldn't be having relations, girl. We ain't married. You know, I'm a minister. I stand on the pulpit and preach the word of God. I ain't got no business carrying on like this. Eve, Marcus, we gonna get married. Come on now. Look, we getting married soon, and I ain't about to sit around here in this house tonight, watch these children play all night long. I'm gonna take Solomon and Jolene over to Maybell's, and I'm gonna see you by 9:10 the latest. Shoot. Marcus kissed Eve, and she returned his passion. Marcus, baby, I'm about to be scared of you, boy. Mama! My stomach! Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me get something to stop this girl's behind up. Hold on, I'm coming, Eve said, giving Marcus a final kiss and rushed down to the kitchen. Marcus went to see how the girls were coming along with their apologies. As he entered the room, they were both sitting on opposite sides, with their heads down. Y'all ain't apologized? Marcus asked Pandora as Camille. Neither of the girls said anything. They were both sitting on their beds quietly. Now look here. I know I ain't either one of y'all's father, but I love you like you're my own seed. And it hurts me to see you carrying on and acting ugly with one another. You're sisters. You're supposed to love and protect one another. Pandora and Camille looked at each other. I said I was sorry, Reverend, but she won't accept it. I told you she wouldn't, Pandora said with a bowed head. Camille, Marcus pleaded. I'm sorry for slapping you, Pandora. You can have the shirt. Mama's right. It is too small. No, that's okay, Mel. It's your favorite shirt. You can keep it. Nah, Pandora, you can have it, really, she said, offering the shirt to her sister. And I'm sorry about always embarrassing you in front of your friends, too. I know I do it. I promise I won't ever do it again. You ain't got to take us shopping, Reverend. She can have a shirt. Shoot, it really is too tight. Pandora looked at Camille. Come on now, Pandora, Marcus said, smiling at her. Pandora rose from her bed, took the shirt, and hugged her sister tightly. I'm sorry I hit you, Pandora, and I don't hate you, Mel. Pandora and Camille embraced and tears began to flow. Now, there we go. That's my girls, Marcus said, joining them in the love. That's my girls. Now, let's get ready. We going shopping. Mama! Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of chapters 9 and 10. I will be coming to you on Tuesday with chapters 11 and 12. Don't forget, you can purchase all of my books at www.nubianromance.com. And you can purchase your own copy of Them Zeus Daughters. And don't forget, these 3 books are for book club members only. Cousins, Deja Vu Desires, and Letters. So these are reserved for book club members only because they are a little more juicy and a little more detailed. And so with more detail comes a little more spice. And so that's why those are going to be reserved for book clubs only. And then, of course, the first book, Angel Fire, is out there for you to purchase. We have paperback and ebooks available. And so the person who is getting the group together or the book club, you will receive the autographed copy for free. And we can do 5 or more for personal group readings. And if you would please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nubian Romance Novels, and subscribe so while you're scrolling, if you're not on Facebook, you can still view the videos. I want to thank you so much for coming. Hey, Nuki, mwah, thank you for coming. I appreciate you showing up for your auntie. And so thank you all so much for coming. You didn't have to, but you did anyway. And I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday at 7 for chapters 11 and 12. Peace.